Haven't done this in a while, man. I just posted on my my TikTok. Man, how's everyone doing though today? For real, man. It's been a minute, but um, it's probably blurry in the background. I'm waiting for BMT to hop on, and we're gonna kind of discuss this. It's not gonna be I don't think it's gonna be a long video because we kind of discussed this case, well, this potential case offline. But you can see, charges were dropped by the DA and everything. So, man, it's one of those things, man. So, but it's good to back. It's good to be back live on YouTube, man. Thank you for supporting me all over these years, man. So, oh boy, it is crazy. Got a new iPad and stuff. Chargers drop. Charges drop against woman's son in West Pullman, shooting at hot dog stand. Wow. Yeah. So I had to I had to go ahead and update this too. The people on people on YouTube and everything. People on TikTok. So I had to go ahead and just provide them, update them with new information. So I didn't think this was going to be dropped this soon, but hey, it was just justifiable self defense in here, and yeah, it was just one of those situations there. But I'm glad that we're good. We're good. Everything is good, man. Oh, just some crazy stuff, man. Delivering the news here. But hey, I got you. I got you. I'm gonna go ahead and send this. Yeah, man. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Got BMT in here. Have him. Pretty much, he's gonna have the floor here. Is in there. It's open to the people. Oh boy, we in here, man. I got you. I got you. Woo! Oh boy. Oh boy. Yeah. Chargers drop, baby. Chargers is drop, ladies and gentlemen. Right. We live, man. We in here, man.
Yes, we are. We are
Woo!
definitely in here for this one. Um,
Talk about in these streets, man. Woo! Hey,
so,
you got the floor, man. You got the floor. We freestyling out here, man. What's on
all
your
right. And make sure when y'all come on in, like, share, subscribe. Make sure you check out a lot more content from my homie Young Link Jr. He
mind?
covers a whole plethora of court cases, all the way to the T. I think we've been talking about this one for like what 2 days.
Yeah, about a
So
couple days. Yeah, because it
yeah,
caught my eye, man. There's other cases too I want to talk about. I was going to make a video. I don't know if you heard, but there was a young woman. She shot this Uber driver in El Paso, Texas, because she thought
see, this
she
is
was
why
getting
I quit doing Uber. This is why
yeah
I don't want to do Uber now.
yeah she thought she was getting kidnapped, right? Because El Paso, I've been there before. El Paso borderline is near Mexico, and she seen the sign. She thought she was going there. And so whatever possessed in her mind to shoot him in the back of the head. So anyway, she called her boyfriend.
Wow.
Boyfriend showed up, because he was. And the crazy part is she was actually going to the right area, and of course the police had to come and they arrested her. Just people doing stupid things, man. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And mind you, so first off, y'all, both me and Young Lake, we are we have a same minded opinion about that of protecting your family, protecting your way of living. Um, if we got to even explain a Bible verse about yes, you have the right to protect yourself.
Yes.
Um, which that is very important. I'm gonna leave that for my homie because he definitely can pull it up for y'all. But I had somebody say, "BMT, aren't you a Christian? Why don't you want people to die?" And I'm like, well, guess what?
Right.
Uh, we're not bullet bags, but we don't have to get beat on or anything like that.
Exactly.
Um, so, but one of the things about it is that of we're for that of preserving life, especially if it's a just cause.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and when honestly we got to look at the video, me and Young Link from two different, we looked at it and did our reactions to it
Yep.
from two different sides. So neither side was trying to coax the other one in favor of their talking points. And in going through concealed weapon carry class, um, and I believe this. I'm not sure what they say for you in your state, but I definitely know it comes with a lot of responsibility.
Yes.
And so there is a cause called the Good Samaritan cause. And if you, what that is, ladies and gentlemen, if you see somebody whose life is in jeopardy or being, brazenly, assaulted, you can defend that person. You can
Mm-hmm.
defend that person, especially if they're not fighting back. Granted how people feel about Miss Clarissa Shield and everything like that. Um, that was somebody who wasn't fighting back when being struck. I'm not painting
Yep.
her as no saint. We're not painting her as no person, but people, sad to say, hey, words are words.
Right.
Words can't inflict harm on you. They can't do damage to you. I've had words said to me. I'm sure young Link has had words said to
Yes.
him. But
Yes.
even if we have our concealed carry on us, that does not give us the right to fire or shoot.
Exactly.
It's not.
Yeah.
So I want you to understand of that mindset. But in the same sentence, that does not mean we go around threatening people that we will do harm to them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I agree. I
So
agree.
in this case of the scenario, looking at all the stuff that had happened, because honestly, this would have gone to jury trial. No matter how everybody felt about it, anybody who would have saw that, and y'all gotta understand, we're definitely in the era or the mind frame of a lot of people are now. Y'all have it where they have agencies for women's domestic abuse, black women's domestic abuse, abuse on children,
Mm-hmm.
um, there's also that of the rock paper scissor algorithm. Yes, there is an algorithm for that of justification of using a firearm. So they're gonna that will be taken into play. There's just a whole lot,
Mm-hmm.
especially how Chicago is about that of instances of things like this. So it's going to be kind of hard to. I get there are now pictures online. You know what I'm saying? We like. I don't want the guy to die, and I'm not going to speak for Young Lake.
Yeah.
But however, when you play these type of games, listen, man, it can go any type of way. It
I
can go any
agree.
type of. Young Lake,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pass it over to you and let you get in some words also, brother.
Oh yeah. Like I said, and I'm looking at this too, man. So he, like I said, hit her 3 times, and I'm like, oh my goodness, man. And
Yeah.
whatever was said, I'm like, okay, could they walk away? Could he just say, hey, you know what? I'm just gonna leave, get my food, and get the heck out of here. What I'm trying to figure out what possessed this man to be to this point. He was so irate and he physically assaulted this woman. Now, I'm pretty sure he wasn't expecting. Maybe he wasn't expecting no type of retaliation. I don't know. Maybe that's why he had the confidence to do that. But same time, too, man. I mean, it's just like, damn, bro. Like, you gotta just think, man. Is it really worth doing that, man? Just assaulting this woman. Now, like I said, if she was hitting on him, like, okay, well, you're doing what you got to do to defend yourself. But I can't really say I really feel sorry for Jeremy. Yeah, don't get me wrong, it's a life. people make mistakes, but at the same time, man, you assaulting a woman. Now, say if you did want to make it out of there alive, you still have to face assault charges, right? And like I said, this man has daughters. He has a family. And you got to think about it. What's good to you if your dad, he's in jail? Now he's dead, because of his actions. And I remember my father used to always say, BMT, like, I'm pretty sure you told your son about this. You're gonna have to learn how to control your emotions. Every situation is not a situation for you to fight. Sometimes you gotta talk your way out of it. Sometimes you just gotta walk away. And it's just really sad too, man. Especially in the community. Black men and women, man, we shouldn't be doing that to each other, man. I feel like as a man, like that's something I expect for like a female to do. Like as a man, I feel like, all right, look, I'm not, even though this female, she may be saying disrespectful things to me, I'm just gonna get my food and leave and live another day. I just wish that would have done that. Yeah, people might say, oh yeah, you soft, you're just gonna let her talk to you any kind of way. Yeah, but at the end of the day, I'm still alive. Like I don't got, what I'm saying, I'm not in nobody's jail. So right. I just, what I'm saying, I just wish he just would have had that mindset, BMT. Like, damn, man. And he's 30-something years old. You would think he would know a little
32.
bit better. Yeah, he's 32. You would think he know a little bit better. Like I said, if she was coming out here with pots and pans and pushing him and hitting him, like, okay, well, that's crazy.
Right. It's different. Yeah, he has the right to defend himself. Right. And understand, we're not for no woman putting her hands on no man under no pretense. You'll never hear me or Young Link say that. You do have the right to protect yourself. One of the things that was said in that of the video, she said, listen, I text my son to go get my gun. She told him that was said. Right then and there, that already had announced. Just like he said, yo, shut your mouth. Her warning was, I text my son to go get my gun.
Yeah.
So she had already understood that, hey, you got your gun show. I got me an actual gun. Now, the thing about that is, for men, y'all got to understand, man. These women have no problem pulling the trigger on you.
No,
they don't. They're not afraid to send you to the upper room.
Yeah,
they're not afraid. They're not afraid of you. As they always say, the gun is the great equalizer.
Yeah.
You can be the strongest man in the world, but once that bloop bloop hits you,
man,
gravity starts taking control, man, and it's hot.
That's a whole nother thing. And like I said, this is entertaining for a bit, BMT. Like if this would have went to trial, right? I still think she would have got off. They at least would have got rid of that first-degree murder charge. I think it's just sufficient amount of evidence to be like, okay, yeah, this is self-defense. But I'm glad the judge saw it, like, at the time they was like, yeah, this ain't, we ain't gonna, what I'm saying, waste taxpayers' money on this. This is all over video. This, what I'm saying, it's not no he say, she say type stuff. So yeah.
No. See, and that's the thing about it, where as to when it came to that of the ladder of the conversation, because I try to tell y'all, no judge wants to be that guy in the hot seat that is literally doing this case.
Yeah.
Did you not watch the video? But when they play that video, it's going to be kind of hard to defend that. Like, God dang, like he was doing that. Granted, I get it. Where y'all could try to use the nonsense these days of what that. She should have shut her mouth. She should have known her place. That never gives you the right to put your hands on anybody, man. Like, we're not in the Stone Age. This is not the Wild Wild West. Like, y'all gotta understand, man. Like, its words are just words. And I get it that, hey, well, the strength level. Well, yeah, key word. Y'all gotta learn how to have discipline. You gotta learn how to have discipline. Now, the interesting thing, and I have to applaud, and even Young Link had to applaud, the young man, when he came in, he didn't come in guns blazing.
Yeah, he didn't. Yeah. Yeah, he has
You
some
want
self control. He
you
was like,
want you
okay,
want to speak on that? You want to
yeah,
speak
I
on that?
mean,
Go ahead.
yeah, basically, yeah. Because when I seen he was at the doorway, he was like, okay, because he said, come get the gun. I'm pretty sure, the kid has enough common sense, like, okay, all right, I grab the gun, see what's going on, and I'm glad that he knew there was bystanders there. Yeah, because that would have been a whole nother thing if he would have came in and just started shooting. And now I'm like, damn. So, but the thing is,
Right.
he just waited, and then it just so happened to be at that time, like, okay, yeah, I mean, the woman felt in danger. You would know, and I can't really get upset with the mother because you kind of know, like, oh shoot, my life is in danger. That's why she was like, because if you start hitting on me, I ain't gonna have time to text. So she was like, so it kind of makes sense. I see where she was coming from, and so, and like I said, the boy, he responded and stuff, and yeah, he just literally shot him in the back, and I just thank the Lord that I don't know, this is probably an emotional thing what the mom was, because she was really upset. I would be too, somebody just hitting on you, but at the same time, like she said, go after the girlfriend, whatever. And I'm glad that the boy didn't do that. That would have been, I think they would have been in jail still. They would have, so
Right.
um yeah, but yeah, like I said, I mean, I applaud the young man from that. And also too, I did, when we talked about this offline a little bit, I did kind of pray for this young man and the woman too, and the people in the hot dog stand, the owner, all that stuff, man, was because that's traumatizing, man. They can psychologically get through this, because this gonna be with him for the rest of his life.
Yep.
Yeah,
Them stains, them bullet holes,
yeah,
all that stuff that just happened. You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? This is why I don't feel no type of way. Especially when I go back up north and I see, especially predominantly black areas
yeah,
that have like plexiglass on them. I don't get too offended when I see it like that. I'm like, why you got this up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm
right,
like, yeah, I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, a lot of stuff's happened. People probably have done things or stuff to you,
yep,
and so you got to protect yourself. I get that.
exactly,
So I understand why it does start to wear at you. It does start to wear at you when you are dealing with this type of environment. You know what I'm saying? And so when it came to that of the child, the young man, and we're not speaking down on him. He did show a level of self control.
yes, yeah,
He did show a level of self control, especially for a young black man, a young black 14-year-old man. Um, not I mean, a lot of soldiers. We have to get trained for that.
yes,
Uh,
yes,
that
yeah,
that young man saw that happening
yeah,
to his mother, and I know a lot of people. Oh man, why would any mother do that? I'm like, dude, like, listen, you're not going to tell somebody how to react to watching their mother get beat viciously. You're not going to tell somebody that they should just be calm and collective while their loved one is beat very savagely in front of them. I'm sorry. You're just not going to win that argument. You're just not.
mm, mm.
That's just not something. Some people probably can do it, but in the world of reality, and see, let's push at this. But I hear there's a lot in that of the digital media space,
Mm-hmm.
right? There were plenty of men there.
Yeah, they were right next to her. And see, that's another thing, BMT. I was going to ask you this, I mean, so you can elaborate
Go
on
ahead,
this.
bro.
So, if a situation, okay, if a situation is that, like, say, you walking around and stuff, right? And I'm talking about you a regular dude, you know what I'm saying, just regular dude, mind your own business. You see like a man and a woman fighting, like physically. Do you think it's your business to intervene, or should you what I mean by intervene is, should I like go ahead and manhandle this man, or should I just go ahead and report or call? What do you think as a man should do?
Well, but I've been there. I've been there for Walmart scenarios, Black Friday scenarios. I've been there for restaurant scenarios
Mhm.
because it could really throw off the vibe. It could turn very violent. You don't know if that person's gonna go out and especially when people's pride and honor is on the line. So a lot of things can happen and be perceived with that of an intent to do
Mhm.
harm to that person or one another. You know what I'm saying? And this is not just a racial thing. This is a people's thing. This is a people's thing. So
You're right.
when somebody is harmed and they're like, everybody, oh, that was so hilarious. Like you really showed them. And I'm like, no, no, I think we probably should make sure that they're okay. We should probably make sure that they're all right. Because honestly, that person was very much affected by that. They were that. So, case in point, at Walmart, I've heard, "Hey, excuse me, you guys, could y'all not do this in front of our children? We got kids out here." You know what I'm
Right.
saying? I saw a woman getting up in a man's face. Excuse me, ma'am. You know what I do? I put my cart right between them.
I
Chill, man. Chill.
remember. I'm. I remember a long time ago, BMT. I think I was like, how old I was? I think I was like, I had to been like 8 or 9, and
Hmm.
my dad was at the time was a cop, and we went to CVS for something, and I think to pick up some medicine because my mom was sick. So we was in CVS parking lot. It was a guy, man, that got fired from his job, and he was angry, and so he had a fire extinguisher. My dad thought that was weird because my dad was like, okay, whatever, just mind our business, man. Got a fire extinguisher in the CVS that maybe trying to. It's just weird. So anyway, we just shopped and everything, and he told me and my mom to get in the car. We was like, Dad, like, you ain't gonna come with us? He was like, just get in the car. I'm like, all right, we just got in the car, stayed in the car. And this guy just had a fire extinguisher, and he was really angry. And my dad was like, he put two and two together, like, okay, he trying to assault the employees with the fire extinguisher. So
Right.
my dad ended up handle that situation. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of like, I think put him some chokehold or something like that, whatever. And he called the police, kind of detained him when the police showed up, and because it was like attempted assault, and they ended up arresting the guy. And I was like, dang, so yeah, it's
And see, that's the thing about it is when you have to read these type of situations of the room.
yeah,
Um, And that's the thing about it. Sadly, Jeremy did not read the temperature of the room. He did not read the temperature of the room.
yeah,
Whereas to um, uh, Clarissa, she literally said, "Hey, I told somebody to bring a gun into the fray." By
mm,
that time, Jeremy should have read in that say, "Hey, we're in Chicago, where people die every day, b. So I probably should chill out. Now, let me pivot right over to Clarissa for a lot of the people. Ladies and gentlemen, there are a lot of women and men out there with mental and psychological traumas.
mm-hmm,
Okay. And me and Young Ling had a very in-depth conversation about this. Um, that uh first off, a lot of women are not afraid to get hit or strike.
mm-hmm,
They're not afraid. So threatening to hit them or strike them, that doesn't do nothing like it used to back in the day. Like back in the day, maybe somebody can say, "Oh yeah, you better, I'm gonna punch you." And they're not. These women are not gonna clutch in their pearls.
right,
This is not just black women. No, this is we done got videos of Karen. We got videos of a lot of women.
mm-hmm,
So this is a people's thing. People are just not terrified like that. You know what I'm saying? When y'all start selling a wolf ticket, you know what I'm saying? They'll still get in your face. They'll say, okay, I don't care. I don't care. They're still going to do what they're going to do.
yeah,
That's why I say somebody has to be the bigger person in the room. They have to say, hey, like, that's enough. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're not going to do this. I know
I
it sucks. Go ahead.
Yeah, and I think too, because it was like a lot of fear going on, and people was like, because I feel like this too, BMT. Like if you're not capable of your fighting skills, of course you're gonna like freeze up and not do anything. That's what I feel like what was going on,
Mm-hmm.
and they
I
probably was
never.
like, damn, he probably got a weapon, so I ain't gonna try to get involved in it. And then people, like I said, it's that flight or fight too, that kicked in as well. Because I've been seeing comment sections, people saying, "Oh, all these men standing around ain't doing nothing." I'm like, well, they probably, first of all, they didn't ask for this to happen, and second of
Right.
all, you got some people who just scared of confrontation. You know?
Right.
Yeah.
Believe it or not, a lot of people are in self-preservance mode. There are a lot of people are in self-preservance mode
Yeah.
where they're like, listen, man, listen, I'm just here to get my hot dog
You're right.
and get the hell on. I'm
Yeah.
just, I'm not here for all this crap. Playing Silver's Night. I'm just here to get this hot dog, get back to my family, and go about my business.
Right.
So, I get it. If you, oh well, why aren't the men jumping in and listen? Everybody's not built like that. Everybody is not holistically built like that. Even soldiers freeze. Police officers freeze.
Oh yeah.
Y'all literally have an incident right now on the news. Y'all remember that at the school when that happened with that one
Yeah. That was crazy.
officer?
Yeah.
He literally said, "Listen, I took on the RSO job and not to get in confrontation." So you can't say like everybody is mentally has that fortitude, but everybody's not built like that.
Yeah.
So these are civilians. Everybody's not trained on how to deal with these situations.
Yeah.
They're not trained,
Mm-hmm.
you know. So some people will say, I don't want the problems. I don't want to deal with this person. If they'll hit this woman, what will they do to me? These things happen. I've seen them happen
Right.
at venues and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that well back in the day? No, we are here. We are here
Right.
now. This is that. They're using that chivalry talking points. They don't have no effect. You cannot same way you cannot shame women. You cannot shame men to being all that. Well, you should go out there and fight. No, no.
Mm-hmm. I agree. I agree. Like,
Go ahead, bro.
yeah, and like I said, man, it was just an effed up situation. People didn't expect for that to happen. Everything happened so fast, and I mean, I'm trying to think of like if the young man, this would have been crazy, man, because he was hitting her really hard though, man. I don't if she didn't have the gun or her son wasn't there, can you imagine? I don't know, like if she
I
would have
think he would have done more damage. He would
yeah,
have done way more damage.
yeah,
Um, and that's the thing about it is I can't fault him because here's the thing about it. And I might do a talk later on tonight because we talk so much about uh letting patriarchy or letting men be men.
mm-hmm,
So you let a man, whether he be an older man or a younger man, he handled it his way. Can the men that did nothing critique that younger man? Can they honestly critique him? Granted, yeah, he's a child, but something that was precious to him, his mother, he saw worth fighting for.
mm-hmm.
Now, I can't find it in my heart to demonize him because, you know what I'm saying? Like, that was something that, if she dies, I have nothing.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I
Yep.
have nothing.
Yeah.
I would like to ask any man, could you stand by while your mother gets
Mm-mm.
beat up? I
No.
would like to ask any woman, could you stand by while your man beats on a woman?
Mm-mm. Nope. Mm-mm.
So we have to contest and ask that question of the community and humanity. You have to ask those questions fairly.
Man, it's just, oh boy.
You know what I'm saying, brother? Like that's a fair question. You know, you hear a lot of people that saying, well, if I was like and like Andrew Tate, or if I was this guy, if I was that guy, you know, my woman wouldn't have these problems. Oh, okay, batter up, batter up.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all, I hear a lot of conversation about patriarchy and being a man. I hear a lot of conversation about knowing femininity. Okay, you got it with that of the femininity. She didn't swing.
Nope,
she didn't swing.
Nope.
So that part right there.
Yeah.
I wish there was more. And I honestly, and anybody who's listening, I would ask you, okay, so could y'all get mad at him as a young man for defending his mama? Like I said, I asked you, what's your thoughts on that one? Because, you know, I mean, this is the stuff that we talk about as men being men.
Yeah.
And I guess his call to manhood got put to the test that day.
Exactly. Yeah. It did. Like I said, if I was in this situation, yeah, I gotta do what I gotta do. Like I said, I'm going to let you be on my family member, man. You know, even if I am scared, like I'm gonna do something. You know, that's just, and like I said, that's why I can't really get mad at him on this. I'm just looking at from a legal perspective of, like I said, when he was running after him, to finish him off. But other than that, like, you know, this was yeah, I had to say, man, like, you know, he had to defend his mom. You know, someone who, you know, take care of you, gave you birth and everything like that. I mean, regardless, you know, it's just fucked up though. You know, he got to put himself in the situation. But like we said before, man, yeah, I would do the same thing. You know, I you hit on my mom, you know, sister, all that stuff. Like, you know, like you know, so you gotta have to face these consequences here, man. You gotta protect your family at all times. And like I said, had the legal process handle that. But at the same time, though, man, I'm just glad he did something. Because if not, his mom probably would have been severely beaten or almost dead, you know, and it just would have been bad.
Right.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Now, what about the Jeremy? You know, we got the Facebook pictures being brought up. You know, hey, y'all, remember, this is a man with 2 daughters. And, you know what I'm saying, he was a parent too. What kind of level of empathy do we need, or do we have to have for this?
Personally, I think, well, his actions was wrong. Don't get me wrong. The only empathy I can have is, like I said, his daughters, right? You know, if they keep living, they're gonna have to grow. You know, definitely gonna grow up without him, and we don't know what type of impact that he had with his daughters. Yes, I mean, I can't say that Jeremy Brown is a piece of crap. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not gonna judge. Well, in the video, what he did, I didn't like his actions, but at the same time, you know, because I don't know nothing about him like that, but I can empathize with the daughters though. Like, dang, man, this sucks, you know, because they have to navigate through life without their father, and their father probably was a good father with them. You know, he just let that night he just let his emotions get the best of him, and sadly, his life was ended. So in the family too, you know, in the community as well, that really, enjoy Jeremy Brown. You know, I'm pretty sure he was a decent person, but it's just, hey man, he just made a wrong decision, and cost him his life. So I say we can feel sorry for that standpoint, because you got to think about his I don't know if I'm pretty sure he got cousins, brothers, sisters, they probably like, they psychologically got to get through that, and it's all over the news, so they got to still go to work, go to school, and still thinking about, like, dang, at the end of the day my brother died. And then say if they get into a situation, they're gonna say, dang, like, like, am I gonna end up like my brother? So it's a psychological thing, man. It's really messed up though. So I mean, I don't really get upset when people on Twitter and stuff like saying, hey man, don't forget about Jeremy Brown. Like, yeah, rest in peace. But I just wish that young man would have thought differently. And like I said, I do feel sorry for his daughters though, because they're gonna have to make quick adjustments. BMT, they might have to, like I said, they probably have to live with their aunt, his girlfriend, or someone who's stable enough to take care of them. So it's tough, man. So I'm pretty sure he the type of father that spoils them, and now they can never ever experience that again. So that's why I emphasize of just the relationship and the family aspect of his daughters in a relationship. Yeah, it's sad, man, because I feel like as a young man, bro, because like, man, it's just we gotta be better, bro. We just gotta be better. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand what's going on. I don't know if it's a evil spirit in our community, BMT, because I told you when I was deployed on Good Friday, my grandfather got killed, and by a young man for no reason because he was trying to rob him. And it's just like, I don't know, what are you gonna get from robbing an old man? But whatever. My granddad was literally going to a library, you know what I'm saying, mind his own business. And it's just crazy, man. This happened in broad daylight, and it just makes you upset, man. Like, what possess our young men and people in general, but especially like our people and young men in these poverty communities just to kill one another, bro, or just be in dumb situations. It's sad, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was a weight that you dropped on that one.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just yeah.
I will say, am I ever happy that another black father is dead? No. Especially when it comes to that of little girls who need guidance from a father.
Right.
But I also have to put into that of contesting of his morality of having no qualms on beating on women. And I look at it that if you don't mind beating on that woman, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying that he just goes and does that, but I and it sucks because part of me is like, I'm glad you're gone because I don't have no love for no person that beats on women. I know some of y'all gonna say, "Oh wow, man, do you feel like that?" But I'm like, it's my feelings, man. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, a lot of the internet, a lot of social media has no love for this man. They don't. But they're like, yo,
yeah,
you beat on a woman.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have that back. And black men, it is very hard to keep a clean image. It is very hard to keep a clean image.
Oh yeah, I agree.
So in doing that, and you're supposed to be a role model, you know what I'm saying, for your children. I don't know what kind of role model would put his hands on a woman, especially when you're there with your girl to grab some food.
Yeah.
Not getting no fight with no strangers.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
So I would have to ask first the girlfriend, why didn't you step in, baby? If you was really his girlfriend, you would care about him. And see, that's why sometimes, fellas, y'all got to get women that want your best interest. That want your best interest. And young Lincoln and I can speak about that. That if your woman really gives a damn about you, she's gonna make sure that okay, like, Jeremy, chill, baby.
Yeah.
Chill. No, chill. We're doing too much.
Yeah.
Come on, we get our tacos and we get the hell on out of here. No, she's talking trash to me. Baby, I'm right here. We can look at some funny videos on YouTube. Whatever. That's the time, ladies, you're supposed to be calming down your man, not egging him on to punch the woman in the face.
I agree. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm not agreeing with Clarissa saying she want to take that woman's life, But I also understand why she said, "Yo, you egged that man to go upside my head. I guess you bet on the wrong horse." So that kind of also lets us know that there are some women that have no problem with domestic violence.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, it's wow, and he gonna be remembered for just well, for the people that we don't know, that the people that don't know him. Okay, hey, that was the man who beat on this woman, but I don't know, man. You gotta make better decisions, man. You gotta control. You gotta control your emotions, man. You just gotta. I know it's hard, but I just think whatever they was fighting over, it shouldn't be that difficult. I mean, it should have been to the point like, hey, let me go ahead and put your hands on you, But damn, man, wow.
It is sad. It just shows how sad the state of the community,
Yeah.
especially in Illinois, is.
Mm-hmm.
And literally that and mind you, if y'all check the news, this is not the first time a mother son scenario like this has happened.
Just
This is
Jesus.
not the first time. Y'all go on Google, y'all will find a lot of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it happens. That's why I said BMT. Like I was like, man, I'm gonna just turn this channel to a true crime channel. Like I don't know, but like it's just kind of it's another one. It's another case. I think. I think this happened like months ago. I think I was deployed. Yeah, I was deployed. Young woman. I think she in jail though, but like she gave birth and she putting the baby in the dumpster or a trash can, something like that. Yeah,
What is
like
that? Saving Isaiah?
huh?
What's he doing? Another Saving Isaiah?
Right. I don't know, man. And the baby died, unfortunately. She literally just gave birth and she just threw it away. I'm like, what is wrong?
Wow.
So the police, of course, they found out and discovered, and then because they was like, the nurse and doctor was like, wait, we just delivered your baby, healthy and everything. Where is it? And then they found it like, are you serious? And they found a piece of the baby and they connected to her, and then of course had to call the police, and police was like, well, are you serious? So they, did an investigation and all that and arrested her. And I'm like, bro, like, it's just and I think that happened in it happened in Arizona. I think it was, but I'm just looking at this. I'm like, dang, man. And this was a young girl. I think she was like maybe 18, 19. Yeah. But I'm just like, man. Like, what
Are
is
they
going
gonna get her with postpartum depression?
There still should be no reason for to do that, maybe, but
I understand. I hear you.
yeah.
I hear you, brother. But they're gonna play that towards her mental.
Yeah.
Hey man, postpartum depression.
I mean, don't get me wrong, postpartum is real. That is a real thing, but it's you just don't do that though. Like it's many ways. You can give it up for adoption. There's so many ways, though. It's yeah.
Like I said, man, all that we can do is hope and pray for these people that but this has already been foretold that these kind of things were going to go down. They're going to happen. You're going to start seeing more people be more wicked and malicious and do more horrendous things out there in society. And nowadays, this is why anybody. It could be anybody. They'll literally.
Then you got that evil man that executed his 3 young boys.
My goodness. So
yeah,
man. That's all I gotta say, brother.
Okay. I appreciate it. You still about to hop on Diablo 4? You about to go live?
I'm on Diablo 4 right now. While I'm helping instructing my kid with some mochi. Well, I'm gonna get on later.
Good stuff. I'm still continue to play Fortnite and stuff.
I got you. I might slide through, bro. You guys, if y'all do ever do us a favor, make sure y'all slide by. Me and Young Link are looking for, hopefully, to put together an amazing streaming show for y'all with us collabing doing Fortnite, and hopefully we'll get some wins. I'll see y'all guys later on BMT Business Mind Talk. You can check me out on Business Mind Talk, BMT Business Mind Talk. And I hope to see you there. I'm the guy with the crown. Peace.
For sure. Peace. Thank you guys. This is Young Lee Jr. Thank you guys for tuning in. Definitely gonna share this. And yeah, man. Like, comment, subscribe, share this video. Continue to do what you guys have been doing. And appreciate all the support. It's Young Lee Jr. I'm out.